Hello, Flashcats! We are back with a new video this week, playing some Magic, and this week we've got a festival standard Cascade. As you can see, I've already completed the event, played some testing, but here's how it works. We're going to bring a standard deck and play games with a twist. Every time we cast our first spell at the beginning of the turn, we will reveal cards from the top of our deck and find the first one that is cheaper than the card we're playing, and then it allows us to cast that for free. Cascade. Now, there is a few cards banned in this format. We have Deafening Silence, we have Rule of Law, Fae of Wishes, Flaxen Intruder, Lavinia, Azorius Renegade, Teferi Time Raveler, Field of the Dead, and Lucky Clover. Now, let's go into the deck that we're playing. We've got some jank for you today. As you can see over here, we're playing some Copy Oko. What is Copy Oko, you say? Let's find out. We're going to come over here to decks. And here we go. We've got 4 Arboreal Grazer. Our goal is not to be actually casting them, except for sometimes we want to ramp to our 3 drops. But most of the time, we're going to use a 2 drop to turn it into an Arboreal Grazer as well, and get an extra land drop. So you play a Leafkin Druid, as long as you have an extra land in hand, then it counts as a Mana Dork, an Arboreal Grazer, and an extra land drop. We've got 4 Contentious Plan. This works pretty well with some of the other cards we have in our deck. We've got Nissa, Jace, Spark Double, and some Oko. These are all going to put some sort of counters, and we can proliferate those. We've got 4 times Risen Reef, and we've got some elementals to back them up. We've got the Cloudkin Seer, which is going to enter and draw a card. And we've got the Leafkin Druid, which is going to add us some mana. Now, here begins the fun. We've got some Oko. Yes, he's going to get banned. And there's good reasons. But we've got some Quasi-Duplicate to copy our Risen Reefs. And we've got some Spark Doubles to copy our Okos, or our Jaces, or our Nissas, or our Risen Reefs, and to have a lot of fun with it. We've got 1 Cavalier of Gales, and then 2 Nissa. Our lands are 1 Castle Vantress, 9 islands, 10 forests, 2 Breeding Pool, and 2 Thornwood Falls. Mana base could be updated a little bit, but this is the lands I have access to without buying a bunch. So let's get into the event. We're going to play 5 matches of this tonight, and we will see how it goes. See you guys shortly. Alright, we've got our first match here. ATN is our opponent. We will say hello to our opponent. Alright, what do we got? So, we're going to do a turn 2 Leafkin, which is going to get us an Arboreal Grazer, which will allow us to play our 3rd land. We're going to need a little bit of help to get to our Cavalier. We're going to need some blue mana, but this hand looks fine. We'll say hello to our opponent. And they are on a red deck. Oof. This is a really bad matchup for us, as we have no forms of removal. So we'll see how this goes. We'll play an island and pass the turn. Thankfully, we are able to block quite a bit, but if they go and get a bunch of cavalcades down, we're not really efficient at blocking. We kind of want to do our own thing and just ignore what the opponent is doing. A lot of the times, this deck is going to win from self-mill. Or drawing the entire deck. Ooh, and they hit a cavalcade. That is really good. I have not seen anyone do that yet, but that is definitely pretty good. And they have a spear skewer. Alright, there's the island. We need 1 more. Alright, we're going to play our Leafkin Druid. It's going to get an Arboreal Grazer, as that is the only 1 drop in our deck. It's going to play that. We're going to put the island into play. And next turn, if we just draw a island, we can go Cavalier. Alright, they got a Spitfire, which we can't really do a whole lot about right this second, but we can at least block for a turn with our Arboreal Grazer. Dealing 1 damage to us. It doesn't have haste, though. So they're going to deal us quite a bit of damage here, but we can block their guys. And the only thing we're taking in terms of damage is the Cavalcade triggers. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So we're not going to be able to play our Cavalier. So we're just going to Cloud Conceer, which is going to get us this. We have nothing to proliferate right now, but now we have a Jace. Island. Nope. Risen Reef. Alright, so let's play a land, and we will play a Leafkin Druid and pass the turn. We are probably dead. I can't really see any good way of us coming back from this unless... Ooh, what was that? Oh, yep. We are definitely dead. So we will concede there, and we will try again. Game 2, we are back facing Tamura. Hopefully not playing mono red. Cavalcade is a unfun deck. We will go first. We can play an Arboreal Grazer. I think we're going to try and hit this turn 2 Risen Reef, hopefully. We're going to need a little bit of help to draw a land, but we've got Contentious Plan as a backup if we don't. Alright, they didn't lead on a mountain, so that's good for us. They did play a Gilded Goose. Looks like they are playing mono green. So looking to get big stuff on the battlefield, and we drew our land. Time for some Risen Reef shenanigans. Unfortunately, the Leafkin Druid is going to come into play first and not trigger the Risen Reef, but it does similarly function to a land, and we hit a land off of it. So no attacks. Arboreal Grazer not going to get in there for 0. They have 3 mana this turn as well. Ooh, what is this? They have a Yorvo. Getting another Gilded Goose. This is going to enter the battlefield with 4 1/1 counters. Whenever another green creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then, if that creature's power is greater than Yorvo's, put another 1/1 counter on Yorvo. While all this sounds wonderful, we're just going to double up and play Nissa, because Nissa is amazing. We will get an Arboreal Grazer. We don't have a land for it, unfortunately, but that is okay. We will animate a land and pass the turn. We will chump block with an Arboreal Grazer. They have Castle Garenbrig. Wonderful. Questing Beast and a Paradise Druid. So for those of you who don't know what Questing Beast does, it's got Vigilance and Haste and Death Touch. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and damage that would be dealt to creatures we control can't be prevented. So let's take a look. When it hits us, it deals that much combat damage to our Planeswalkers as well. So where are they getting? Attacking us, attacking us. So we will block this. The Questing Beast is going to deal 4 to us and 4 to Nissa, but we don't really mind that. Our goal here is just to start playing some fun cards. So we have, let's see here. What do we want to do first? Let's start off with a Cloud Conceer. It's going to trigger Risen Reef. It's going to trigger Maelstrom Nexus. Another Grazer. Unfortunate. Was hoping to get another Contentious Plan. Ooh, we do draw an Oko, though. And another Risen Reef. So, if we... Let's see here. If we go like this... then we can turn Questing Beast into a 3/3. And our opponent is not looking to play against Oko. So, we are 1-1. See you guys for the next round. We're back with round 3, facing Frostbite 3, technically. What do we got here? We got a Leafkin Druid, which is going to guarantee us to get an extra land. I think we're definitely going to keep this hand. 2 Risen Reefs. Ooh, we're playing against Mono Red again. Ooh, 3 Risen Reefs, though. Oh, now this is magic as Richard Garfield intended. Alright, let's see what they can do here. Hopefully, ooh, a Cavalcade, which is going to get them a 1-drop. Hopefully it's not got haste. Of course it has haste. Alright, so we're going to take 2. Breeding Pool, not quite what we're looking for, but we can play it with our Arboreal Grazer. So we'll put that into play, put the Breeding Pool into play. It's going to come in tapped either way, so that'll work well. Do this. And next turn, we're just going to start getting in there with Risen Reefs. We will have access to 5 mana, so hopefully maybe we can find another land and hit another Arboreal Grazer. Living the dreams. Alright, we will block. If they want to kill the Arboreal Grazer, they are more than welcome. They've probably got another light up the stage. Hopefully just hitting something that doesn't matter. Nope, they are going to shock it. They're going to make useless of their Cascade. We don't really care about that. So we'll see what they follow up with. Oh, they do have the light up the stage. Probably should have done that in a reverse order. They would have gotten a free Steamkin. Oh, and they have the Skewer. Ugh, gross. Alright, well, let's play Oko. Oko seems good. We do hit an Arboreal Grazer. Again, no land. Our 2-drop slot is just kind of lacking. We're going to make... We could either make a food token or turn our Arboreal Grazer into a 3/3. I think we're going to make it a 3/3. Yes, we would like to do that, because now we can block if we really want. And that is plussing. So hopefully they either have to kill our dude, which is just going to get them another Torch Courier. This Runaway Steamkin is going to get out of hand pretty quickly, though. They did have a kill spell. Unfortunate. We'll see what they have going, though. So they're going to get in at Oko for 2, maybe 3 if they want to sack a... Okay, they decided not to. Cavalcade will deal 4. Alright, so Oko is at 1. That seems pretty good to me. So we will plus Oko to make a food. And then we will play Spark Double, getting a Quasi-Duplicate, which unfortunately is not going to be castable because we have no creature. We will copy Oko, and we will turn that food into a 3/3. Seems pretty good to me. We're at 17 still. They seem to be trying to figure out how we can have 2 Okos. Spark Double makes it to where it is not legendary. So you'll see this one's legendary Planeswalker Oko. This one is just Oko. No legendary. They are going to shock it. Again, making terrible use of their Maelstrom Nexus emblem. Let's see what they do, though. They've got 1 card in hand. They're going to have to send everybody at a source here. So they can kill... They're killing one or the other. It's likely they have another red spell, so I'm going to block here and save 1. If we didn't, they were just going to pump this in some way. So let's start with a Cloudkin Seer. Ooh, a Proliferate. That's pretty good. Makes our Oko go up a little bit. It's going to put him out of range of this. We have a Grazer to also put in for chump blocking duty. We got a draw. We got a land. Ooh, really good. Alright. Let's play our Arboreal Grazer, and we're going to turn that into a 3/3 as well. We don't have a land to put in, but it is now an elk. Everything is an elk. We could be turning Cavalcade, I believe, into an elk, right? Nope, artifact. And they scoop to the Oko. What can I say? Oko is just a menace everywhere. Hopefully, in one of the future matches, we can show off the fun of this deck. We got to double up on Oko this time, but I really enjoy winning through Jace and his passive. We'll see you for the next round. All right, round 4. Here we go. Fibblethip off. Lacerated Eye is our opponent. If they're an aggressive deck, this is not going to be a good hand. We're going to go ahead and mulligan. With a Leafkin Druid in hand, though, I am pretty happy. We will put the Quasi-Duplicate back. Actually, we'll put the Jace back. We're pretty far off from casting it. And eventually we will find it again. Alright, opponent starting off with a Gilded Goose. Looks like they're playing Teamer. I saw a Crossus in here somewhere. We'll play this tapped. Next turn we'll go Leafkin Druid, getting an Arboreal Grazer, playing 2 lands. Ooh, they have something on turn 3. They have an Oko. Alright, what do they get with it? Ooh. We'll see what they do. They're probably just going to make a food, I would assume. Oko off has been... Ooh, but we have the Nissa. What do we get? Arboreal Grazer. Alright, so next turn we can go make a Nissa. We'll see what they do here. We will take 3 from an Oko food if they would like to attack us. Alright.
Let's broaden your existence.
Fabled Passage, that means the land's going to come in tapped. They don't have 4 or more lands. So they got their island, though. 3 colors of mana online. Getting on in there. We will not block. And we're going to play Nissa and hope to go crazy here. Cast the Nissa. See what we get off of our wonderful... Another Leafkin. You kind of hope to hit better cards than the bottom end of your deck, but sometimes you just hit the bottom end of your deck. Alright, so we're going to animate a forest. And we're going to attack in at Oko. We will use Arboreal Grazer as a chump blocker next turn if they decide to make something into a food. Maybe they'll make our land into a food. Give us just a 6/6 elk instead. Alright, let's see what they have in store. Ooh, untapped Stomping Ground. Is it a Questing Beast? Oh, they have a Nissa of their own. What did they hit? They hit an actual good card, though. A little bit awkward. This will be interesting because we are both going to basically be doing Oko plus Nissa. We are better set up, though, to enjoy the fruits of 3/3 battle.
Oh dear.
Alright. Let's see how they get in. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to chump one of those, trade lands, and our Nissa will take 3. They're going to create a food. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Alright, so we can play an Oko of our own, which gives us an Arboreal Grazer. we will go ahead and put this into play tapped. It doesn't matter. We're not actually going to be using the mana this turn. We will turn the Grazer into a 3/3. We will animate a land. And then we will play another Oko and plus it. Or, sorry, when I say plus it, we're going to make a food this time. And we will pass the turn. There's not really anything we can do right now. We're going to hope to hit some proliferates eventually. We've hit the bottom end of our deck pretty well here. Let's see what they can do with their mana. Okay. They need something with double blue. Maybe a Crossus. Ooh, a Questing Beast. So we had them right on when they said it earlier. What did they hit? See, this is why you don't play Crossus in Cascade events. But unfortunately, this does mean they're going to get in some good damage. And I'm not sure how we're going to beat this. That was a good idea. We can chump that at least with a Leafkin, but I think they've got the better plan so far here. Get in at Oko, get in at Nissa. We're going to have to find something pretty good here. So this is all at us. So I think we're going to have to let Nissa go. And double block here. And then... Wait, what is this going at? It's going at Oko. Yeah, I guess block here. We'll see which one the Questing Beast kills. We're not going to sacrifice that. We might need that for next turn. Alright, so they kill the land. Kill our Nissa. And all we draw is a land. Yep, so that is going to be it. There's nothing we can do against this board. And nothing we can draw. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any forms of card advantage this game outside of our two Planeswalkers, and they had them just a little bit faster. So we're going to concede this one, going 2-2, and round 5 action coming on in here. We're probably going to play some more games than just these 5, because we haven't seen a fun game yet. This does look like a good hand. Unfortunately, no one good to lead us off. Our opponent is starting off with an Arboreal Grazer. Looks like they're playing mono green. Did we play this person already? Can't tell. Alright, we'll start off with Castle Vantress and pass the turn. Next turn we can go Contentious Plan, draw a card, and... yeah, I feel like we just played this person. What did they hit? Once Upon a Time. That seems like a really good card to Cascade into. Hit their land drop. Oh, there's a Risen Reef. Hopefully, we're just going to be able to go off and ignore them doing their thing. Hopefully, no forms of card advantage for them. We are not going to proliferate their guy. A land here is pretty good. We need a little bit of green mana, but that's okay. Beast Whisperer. Ooh. That's pretty good. And they got another... oh. Which one are they going to keep? Wait, what? Oof. 6/6. Well, we're going to take 6. And we're going to play... Risen Reef, I guess. We're just going to have to hope to outspeed them, or win through combo, because I don't think there's any way we're winning through damage. They have 6 1/1 counters, on this Yorvo, and they're going to draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on it for every creature they play. Great Henge. Another Once Upon a Time. At least it's not a creature. Hopefully they hit a land. It is not. It's a Shifting Ceratops. That is only a little bit awkward. Pro blue in a deck, or against a deck that is primarily blue. They're going to draw 2 cards for this, right? No? Alright. Again, we will take 7 here. Draw another land. So, let's start off. We will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana here. So we can't really do 2 things very well. So let's Spark Double on Risen Reef. We will play a Leafkin Druid. Get a trigger. Have we played a land? I don't think we have we? Maybe we have. We'll put it on the battlefield. Make another Risen Reef. Draw 2 cards. And unfortunately, it looks like I missed tap thanks to the auto tapper. I was going to play another Grazer. Cryptic Caves. Allows them to draw a card. Alright. Apparently they have a bunch of nothing in their hand if they're sacrificing it to draw a card. Let's see what they do here. Another Great Henge, which gets them another Shifting Ceratops. Ooh. Not looking too good for us here. Another Beast Whisperer. So they're just going to draw 8 million cards. Paradise Druid. Going to draw more. Does this give a 1/1 counter? Non-token? Dang. Alright, we will chump block here and go to 1. We're going to hope in the future turns to just kind of go off and hope to not... there's another Oko. We don't want to use both of our green mana, thank you very much. Would like to use some blue mana. We'll play another Risen Reef. Get another Arboreal Grazer. That is all of our Arboreal Grazers. There's a Nissa. Gives us a little bit of hope. Land onto the battlefield. And what can we do here? Play a Cloudkin Seer. Take action. There's a Leafkin. 2 Leafkins. Alright, so let's play another Leafkin. Draw a bunch more cards. And hopefully we've got 30 cards in our deck, so if we survive this turn, we should be able to go off. So we're going to get rid of... We need to discard 4 cards. Get rid of a few Okos. And just kind of hope to go off here. Ooh. Do we have anything that can block a Questing Beast? I don't think we do. I would like to... Yeah, so we don't have anything to block a Questing Beast, so we lose. Because that can't be blocked by anything with by a creature's power 2 or less. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Oh! Interesting. Happy or sad face? Wizards looking for some feedback. Alright, well, we'll be back with another match. One of these games we're going to actually get to go off and hopefully not play against something super, super aggressive. See you guys next game. Alright, we are 2-3 currently. Unfortunately, this is not going as well as it did when I played this deck earlier. Facing a Promethean roll. This seems like a perfectly good hand. We can... Leafkin into an Arboreal Grazer and have all 3 of our lands out. Cloudkin Seer hopefully will find us some of our wonderful cards to have some more action. And if not, we will quasi-duplicate it and draw some more cards. But we're really looking for a Risen Reef here. Mystic Sanctuary by our opponent. Very interesting. So we'll play our Leafkin Druid. And what do we hit? We hit an Arboreal Grazer. Who would have ever guessed? Alright, and that's going to let us put in Castle Vantress. And we do draw an Oko, which, if they're not playing a counterspell deck, will be very good next turn. Alright, they're playing a Growth Spiral, which gets them an Opt. So that means we should be free to play our Oko. Unless they have Spell Pierce, but I can't imagine they do. So let's play an Oko. Get another Leafkin. It's almost like hitting land. And we will make our Arboreal Grazer a 3/3. Something that you will very commonly see. Get in there for 3. Alright, they're up to 4 mana. What can they do with it? I'm going to be very sad if they play a Questing Beast. Interesting. Well, let's get in there with our Arboreal Grazer. See if they flash in. That's kind of what I was expecting. Alright, what did they hit? They hit a Quasi-Duplicate. Alright, so they're going to block, assumingly. Yep. We're going to turn this into an Elk. And it's going to die. We're going to play a Cloudkin Seer. Get a Contentious Plan. Proliferate. Draw a land. Draw another card. Another Oko. Play another Cloudkin Seer. There's our Risen Reef. It's time to go off. They might just scoop to this Oko, though. Which would be sad, but... Mesmerizing Benthid. You don't see this very often. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 O2 blue illusion creature tokens. Whenever this creature blocks a creature, that creature doesn't untap. This has hexproof as long as you control an illusion. Alright, well... Let's see here. We play a land. Let's play a Risen Reef. I like a Contentious Plan. Proliferate. Ooh. We'll take that action. Now, we will Spark Double our Risen Reef. Get a Grazer. Get a land. Play a Leafkin Druid. Quasi-Duplicate. Thornwood Falls. And we will... Let's see here. What do we want to do? We'll just create a food. And no attacks. Because if they want to get in there with their 4/5, we will block. We will block with a Cloudkin Seer and feel no shame. Actually, realistically, if they want to get in there with their Benthid, they can go for it. Oko can take a hit. Alright, they get a Fabled Passage. These are not illusions, so we have no concerns there. Curious what they're actually trying to do with this deck. Alright, they're getting in at me for 4. Perfectly okay with this. We are super set up to be able to win this game through Risen Reef. We have 36 cards in our deck. So feasibly 2 turns from now we can win through Jace. Alright. Scry's one on top. Let's play a Quasi-Duplicate on a Risen Reef. Get a contentious plan. We'll proliferate again. Yes, we would like to make our Risen Reef a 3/3. Ooh, there's a Leafkin Druid. We'll make Risen Reef. We're going to decline, that way we can get this land in hand. Grazer. Ooh. Ooh. We'll play another land. And think we're just going to play another Risen Reef. You can never have too many Risen Reefs. That's the thing we're seeing here. Alright, we got another Oko. We have so many Okos. Take this action. We will play a Quasi-Duplicate. Target a Risen Reef. This is what the deck is supposed to do. 5 Risen Reef triggers. We're going to have to do a bunch of discarding at the end of this game. Or at the end of this turn. But that'll be fine. We should have basically our entire deck in our hand at that point. Enters tapped. Still haven't seen a Jace though. Alright, we will then play a Nissa. We have 1 mana left over. What you gonna do, opponent? Alright, we will untap a forest. We will make it a 6/6. Yes. And we will cast an Arboreal Grazer because we have 1 mana left over. What do you think about that, opponent? And we will pass the turn. So we have 21 cards left in our deck. We're going to discard Oko, Oko. And next turn we should be pretty well set up to win. We're going to have to be careful on our blue mana. Murmuring Mystic, we don't care about that. They can Quasi-Duplicate their Mesmerizing Benthid, that's fine. Would they like to do it again is the question. I would very much appreciate them tapping out and doing it again. Are they going to? It looks like they're going to. I'm feeling a Quasi-Duplicate here. Yeah, you know you want it. They do! They tapped out! Oh, they're making a Murmuring Mystic. They're going to try and go through the air. That's okay. They can do whatever they want because we just win. We have 21 cards in deck. We're going to go through all of them next turn. There is a land. So let's start off by casting a 1, 2, 3. We'll cast a Quasi-Duplicate. Targeting Risen Reef. We will discard a Grazer. Resolve. Contentious plan, why not? Make our land a 7/7. Seems good. Make another Risen Reef. Draw a whole bunch of cards. We did unfortunately see all of our Jaces in the bottom there. What's on top? Oh. Draw a card. Spark double. Draw a card. We will take this because I don't think we've played a land this turn. We may have. It may have been a forest. I think I might have started off the turn with a forest. And we'll put that into play. Alright, yeah, we did. Alright, so let's play another Risen Reef. So many Risen Reefs. Take action. Cloudkin. Risen Reef. Take action. Take action. Take action. We will play another Risen Reef. How many Risen Reefs do we have now? 8. We have 8 of them. You can't play that many in Standard. Or can you? Alright. There's a Jace. Our deck is empty. Both of our Jaces are out. Let's play Jace. And we will mill you to draw a card and win the game. That is what this deck is supposed to do, guys. It worked out a little bit better when I was playing before the video. We'll put a smiley face there. But let me know in the comments what you think of the deck. I know we went, was it 3-3, 3-4? I'll have to take a look back and see what it was. But I will see you guys in a moment for the wrap-up. Welcome back, guys. Alright, so what did we learn in Cascade Standard? I think we had a lot of fun with that last game. That last game shows off exactly what this deck can do. You can just draw about half your deck in one turn. One of the things that you might consider if you're going to try and play this deck, and I played it in Standard for a while. It was pretty good before we had rotation and Oko came in. I didn't use Oko, obviously, then. And I got a lot of fun wins with it. There were definitely some changes. But for the most part, this deck was a lot of fun. We went 3-3 with it. And realistically, some things you might consider changing up. Definitely I would consider dropping the number of forests a little bit. You probably want to have 4 breeding pools. And maybe some of the fetch land to try and get your blue mana a little bit quicker. That is definitely something we ran into a couple times where we needed triple blue and just didn't have it. Or on the terms that you're comboing out, like we saw in that last game, we pretty much ran out of blue mana with just enough to cast our Jace and finish the game. So it's definitely important to be careful with there. It was unfortunate that our last 2 Jaces were the bottom 2 cards of our deck, but you may consider increasing by a Jace. Either way, I think this was a lot of fun. And again, you can just get some wins with Oko because people don't like Oko. You go turn 1 Grazer, turn 2 Oko, turn 3 Spark Double, and we saw at least 1 concession. It was not the first that I've gotten, and I'm sure it won't be the last. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like and subscribe on the channel. And just as an FYI, we do stream on Twitch TV, playing a bunch of games over there. We stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and we have a lot of fun over there. Sometimes on Saturdays, and every once in a while we have a Sunday stream too. But there will be a link to the Twitch channel and the Discord in the description. Check those out, and you will see a schedule in Discord for when we are streaming and what we are streaming. With that, I'll see you guys next time.